What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to the countdown. Now just 15 days out here from Black Ops 3's launch. Honestly, each day that goes by, I'm getting more and more excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Today, we're going to be discussing a little bit about the last generation versions of Black Ops 3, those pertaining to Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. As you guys know, there's a lot of stuff that isn't going to be making its way into the final game, and today we got some information on the frame rate here that may turn you off a little bit even more here to the last generation versions. So just as some back information for you guys, a lot of people may not take into consideration frame rate whenever you actually play Call of Duty because it's something that has become so standard within the Call of Duty franchise. 60 frames per second, all the way back to Modern Warfare 2. That's right around the area where you'll get some conflicting reports on the frame rates and all that kind of stuff. But for the last multiple amounts of years here and the multiple last games released under the Call of Duty franchise, they've all been 60 frames per second, either native or capping out at that and staying relatively close to it. So it's something that you might not notice immediately because it is something so standard whenever you turn on your console and play, it just doesn't seem very different to you. But if you want a quick example of 60 frames per second versus 30 frames per second, go ahead and check out last year's countdown. I rendered every video out in just normal 30 frames per second. That was the previous YouTube cap here, but within the last year, YouTube allowed videos to be uploaded in 60 FPS and allowed for a lot smoother of video quality. So if you want to compare just quickly, click off this video, go check out one of last year's countdown videos, and then come back to this and see the gameplay within this one. It is much more smooth than what you would see here within last year's countdown. So take this into consideration because within an interview with Beanox Studios, the developers of Black Ops 3 here for the 360 and PlayStation 3 versions, they mentioned that 60 FPS is just a struggle to keep it at, and that it's really probably not going to be attainable this year within the Black Ops 3 title. Creative director of Beanox Studios, Thomas Wilson, said, "I'd say that we tried to hit that target 60 FPS, but it becomes harder when you're working on a current gen platform. We're basically looking at something like 30 FPS, but still the experience is very enjoyable. Otherwise, it wouldn't be Call of Duty." So from reading this quote with his interview with Develop Online, I'm not too hopeful for the Black Ops 3 360 and PlayStation 3 versions. It doesn't seem like 60 FPS is going to be attainable, and it's something they're settling rather for 30 frames per second, which, again, just to reiterate, that's not something that we have seen since at least Modern Warfare 2. It's going to take away drastically from the game, and already it's something that's being added on top of all of the missing features such as campaign, as well as a bunch of multiplayer features that have been previously announced to be not in the PlayStation 3 and 360 versions. So I'm all for trying to keep Call of Duty in the collective mindsets and playability of everybody who wants to play it, but at this point in time, I think it's just time to upgrade. I think it's time to leave the last generation consoles in the dust. If you own one, I mean, no offense to you, but it's just something that, as you can clearly tell, this game is not going to be up to par. But that's where we're gonna wrap the video up here today, ladies and gentlemen. I wanna know what you guys think down there in the comment section down below. For those of you guys that are on 360 and PlayStation 3, I definitely wanna hear your input with this, because do you think that this is still worth it to get the last generation versions of Black Ops 3? Thank you guys so much for watching. Wanted to get you guys this information because this struck me as something very critical to the game itself. So hopefully you did enjoy this video, but if you did like the video, be sure to like, rating down below, any shares to your Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace. If you object, that all is greatly appreciated. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for the best of quality Black Ops 3 content. Any new news or information, you guys know exactly how to find it right up my channel. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.